Hi Sagittarius, let's do your reading. This is going to be quick, hopefully. I keep saying that, and then they turn out to be 30 minutes. But how are you guys? Let's just go ahead and get started. So we have, this is the Transparent Tarot. The first card we got, or that you pulled, was the Judgment card. Oh, okay, Judgment card. Look how pretty that orange is. Okay. So this is Phoenix rising. This is coming out of the ashes, rising up, doing well. Sometimes it takes hitting rock bottom to get to that place, but this is also, could be Spirit has your back. I'm sure they do. After that, we got the Nine of Pentacles. Money, independence, not needing, being your own cake. Do you guys know my cake analogy? So you want to have all the ingredients it takes to make the cake. So cakes are good without icing, right? So you within you possess the bacon, nice, the butter and the flour and the eggs and the oil and the sugar, and then you are your own cake. Now if somebody comes in and can be your icing, that's great. This is what I feel is going on for you. This is self-love, the Empress. So if you guys are, beautiful card, right? And look how they layer. So if you guys are in a twin flame, let me just explain my extendeds real quick. I am doing a series on twin flame separation, surviving separation, and they come through amazing. I'm getting, I have a lot of requests for personals. And I just, instead of doing an extended after every video and, personals, I'm doing almost personals. So those will be listed down below, anything that goes with this reading, and then the Twin Flame series. I highly recommend them, especially if you've been asking me for an extended, try those. For a personal, try those, because it's just a small group of energy that comes through. And so they're very, very detailed, like they blow my mind, okay? I'm not going to even publish them if they're not amazing, but they have been amazing, okay? So let's go back to this. This is pretty strong message here too. So Phoenix rising, independence, self-care. Look at the pretty picture that makes. Isn't that crazy? And then continuing on, we got the Eight of Wands in reverse. So this is, I think, possibly, because these are both, this is a conflict card. Now, if you are going through conflict, it's not just you. It is going on like crazy right now. The world is, it's just like chaos, but that's okay. You stay focused. You don't worry about the news. Don't worry about everything you see, all the sadness. It's driving people crazy, and I hope that you guys can not feed into that. If you need to vent, I also wanted to say this channel, in the comments, please feel free, if you need to get it out, tell your whole story on there, and you can label it vent. That way, if people don't want to read it, they don't have to read it, and somebody might want to come in and help you, but just try to stay clear of the negativity, okay? This is possibly somebody that's been working against you. This card has come out a lot. But see those swords, and now it could be self-sabotage, but if not, it looks like you've stopped communication with someone, okay? Or they have you, and then you'll just reverse the roles. But whoever this is, their sword is not working anymore. It's, it's just, I think that you cut it off, okay? You've cut something toxic off. And I think what this is implying with the Knight of Swords, this isn't knives in your back, and it's painful. And you're questioning, what did I do? Okay, and then I think this got cut off. But what happens, I feel like, in this scenario, once you cut off communication and cut off the, engaging in it, which just kind of keeps it going and perpetuates it, they put that sword down in return. That's what this looks like. This is just a pre-shuffle, okay? But typically the pre-shuffles, they can relate to the spread, or they can just be a short message for future. You know, these are always really good. You know, it doesn't have to be happening right this minute. It could be future. It could be, it could resonate now, or it could be something, just a message you need to hear. But this is always a valuable message for someone, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to use, oh, and then I want to show you this too. Wow, look at this. 3 fours when I shuffled this deck. 4 of Pentacles. That's hanging on to home, maybe protecting your family, okay? 4 of Cups. This is feeling lost. This could be lack of interest, which is possibly what's going on here, but it is, and this goose is sheltering her, you know. But the 4 swords could, 4 cups could be lack of interest, but it also could be, you know, feeling like something didn't work out, something was missed out, a missed opportunity. But it looks like you're healing. You're healing from it, and it has been painful. I can feel that real strong. But we've got a cycle completing with this World card. So amazing energy here. I love that, the World. So you guys let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what's going on with you. I love to hear where you're watching from, because I pray for you guys, and that way I can, you know, kind of connect the dots. So we're going to play with these just for a few shuffles, and then we'll go to the other tarot deck. So how are you? Hope you're well. There's strong vibe about you needing to, if you're not already. There's a focus on self-care, and not letting the outside world affect you, whether it's a person or just, you know, chaos. And remember, it's always hard in the beginning, but it gets easier. You just have to be diligent. Oh my gosh, another 4. Wow, how about that? So lots of contemplating, maybe about love. I'm not sure what's that in this deck. So 4 cups, like we already got, is maybe letting go of something that you thought was going to be good. Maybe taking a break from it to heal. Look at this. You gotta get it the right way. Okay. Let me look at something real quick on that, just to see if there's anything I'm not picking up on. This deck is just, that's why I don't use it the whole spread, because I'm not totally. It's potential. There's a happy ending. It's the World card, which is interesting, because I thought we had, yeah, look, we got the World card here too. And it's a cycle completion, but it's diligence, it's mature, it's like something that you used to get sucked into, or have a hard time not engaging in. I think there's some maturity here. Interesting. Yeah. Tired of it not being tired of the missed opportunity, maybe. Tired of someone else bringing you down. Sun card. Wow. Ooh, look what's next. Forward motion. This is pretty amazing too. So we have, again, this missed opportunity, possibly losing interest in something that just was taking too much work. Remember, when I say all that, that we did have an indication somebody's going to, you know, somebody's going to grow and mature from it and probably come back, but we'll see when we lay out the tarot spread. This Chariot card with these horses, see this one horse is blue, and the other one is orange. They're conflicting. They're going 2 different directions. And this one is blue, and I have to say this happiness is orange. So it's basically comes down to making a decision, right? Okay, let's look at what's going on with you and your love interest. Here's the Page of Cups. I'll tell you also, oh gosh, oh my gosh, here, look. I knew I felt this. Look at the colors. Blue, orange, blue, orange. This is justice. You could be dealing with the Libra, Leo, well, you are Sag. Oh, Sag, strong Sag. That usually indicates a strong rating. But this Justice card, one way is orange, one way is blue, and the sword right through the middle, it provides clarity and balance. This also could be managing and balancing out your feminine and masculine energy. But happiness is coming, a cycle's completing. Beautiful. Page of Cups, you're going to be probably getting communication. But I think you're going to be more empowered where you, what am I doing? I don't need this. Where you don't engage. Let's do Gregory Scott. This is the Gregory Scott Tarot deck. He is on YouTube if you want to check him out. He's got, he's a really, I want to say he's maybe an astrologer, but he is a tarot reader and he's really good. So High Priestess. The High Priestess sits back and just observes. She doesn't have to say anything. She doesn't have to engage. She knows things. King of Wands, overall energy. Ooh, Knight of Wands. See, your person is chopping wood. Working on a way to come back, it looks like. King of Swords. Oh, well, the King of Swords is very decisive. Let me see. Yeah, that sword's down though. The sword is down. It looks like you know better. You're not falling into something again. Wow, how they view the situation. Knight of Pentacles. Very tempting energy in this deck. Lots of king. Look, 2 knights, 2 kings. Oh my gosh, 3 kings. So I don't know what that is yet. Let's see. Another knight. I've never had this happen. 3 knights, 2 kings. No, 3 kings, 3 knights. Hangman. What you cannot see behind the scenes. Hangman. Taurus, Virgo. Wow. Lovers. Gemini energy. If you're in a twin flame, check out those extendeds. I'll link them. They're very helpful if you feel stuck. Oh my gosh, 4 wands. So this explains why you probably have been struggling, because somebody goes back. I feel like somebody's flip-flopping back and forth from a king to a knight. And there's a very strong connection. Here's the other 4. You've gotten wow, so many kings, and all the kings and knights, maybe not all, let's see, 1, 2, 4 kings and 3, 4 knights. Amazing. And then look at the 4s. Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember what I said in the very beginning? That you were getting all 4s? And now you have 4 kings and 4 knights. And the 4 of Wands. This is foundation. 4s are, did I even tell you guys that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's here. I'm losing it. Sorry, guys. I don't know sometimes I don't know what I say out loud and what's just in my head. But this is foundation. This looks like twin flame, possibly 11-11. Amazing. That's crazy. All 4 kings, 4 wands, and all the 4 cards. That is just insane. Oh my gosh, it just doesn't stop. So let's dive into what 4s mean. Is this something you need to be watching for? See if you're seeing a lot of 4s. But 4s mean stability, maturity, foundation. So whatever you're doing, I think it's not engaging in somebody that goes back and forth from a king to a knight. One minute you feel like they've got king energy, but then they fall back to a knight, maybe a little in and out. What you cannot see behind the scenes is hangman. I don't know. I think if you haven't pulled back and stopped engaging in the conflict, this is a message to do that. Protect your peace. Crazy. Tell me about this person, because all I'm getting is kings and knights. What's going on with Sagi's person? Okay, second time I got that. So there's a lot of love there. Wow, second time. These were the first two cards I looked at when I went through this deck a second ago. And so this is a lot of love and a lot of emotion. So you may have 4 people. Do you have 4 people chasing you? Queen of Swords. So now you have King and Queen of Swords. That is feeling like a troubled relationship. Like a conflict. Wow. What's going on with this person? Tell me how this person feels. Why do we have the Queen? I know they love you with the Queen of Cups and the Moon card. So let's see what this Queen of Cups is. 5 of Cups. Wow. 10 of Cups. This person, I think, why is the 5 of Cups? I think they just can't stay. They just are indecisive, in and out. How do they feel? It's like, do they sneak off in the night? How do they feel about Sag? 7 of Pentacles. This is waiting. Now, if this is for you, this is an indication to me to not pick the fruit before it's ripe, you know. Don't let them pick the fruit until they come correct, you know. Be a peach out of reach. Wow, it's powerful though. Powerful, happy ending. But they're going to have to come correct. I don't know, what's this Moon card about? There's the Emperor, Divine Masculine. Tell me about the Moon card. What is the deal with this person? It's like they can't let you go, but they aren't. Karma. Cycle. Wheel of Fortune. They need to rise. Here it is again. So somebody needs to come up out of the ashes and do better. Maybe back to that cake. Keep getting the Hermit. Maybe back to that cake scenario. So much for my 10 minutes, right? I'm not feeling much on this deck anymore. Yeah, does this person sneak off at night? What is the deal? Two-faced, maybe? Oh, look at that. 444. Oh my goodness. Something freaking crazy happening here. Oh my gosh. 444. Do you guys see it? Wow. So, somebody's sneaking off. Look at this. But this also could indicate coming from the darkness into the light. But I don't know. Something shady. Tell me more about... Tell me more about this person. Sagittarius, do you just need to let this person go completely to be happy? But there's a Lover's card. Page of Cups. Strength. Ooh. Maybe they have an addiction besides an addiction to you. I mean, they want to come back, but will they stay? Devil card, Capricorn energy, 2 of Cups, another twin flame, possible twin flame. Why do we have the Lovers? Somebody's not making a decision. For some of you, it's just that this person's not making a decision and they go back and forth. What did we get here? So 3 of Cups, yeah, okay, I'm feeling 2 things. I'm feeling, for some of you, there's a drinking that's causing an inconsistency. Sometimes when people don't make sense or they're inconsistent, it's because there's an outside influence and not necessarily a person. Oh, look at this. So much toxic energy. They can't let you go, but I just think that you're going to have to free yourself. Oh, I know what I want to do. I have a deck that I just was going through all my decks to get inspired for readings, and I came across this deck I haven't been using that I was like, oh my gosh, those are messages from Spirit. Let's get them. Okay. And I just cleansed it a little bit ago, so wow. We need advice, please. Maybe you don't. I mean, the bottom line is this person looks like they can't decide. They can't decide. They're in and out. They don't want to let you go, but they're not coming correct, and you're in your power if you stop engaging. It's like getting something inconsistent with the conversation. So it's like they say and do the right things, or they imply, but then they don't stick to it. It could be from, like I said, an addiction. Yeah, and a lot of emotion. The emotion could be dealing with the water sign, but look at that, fire sign, intense. They come back intense, and I think they really feel it. I don't feel like this person is just bad. I feel like this person is just inconsistent, and it's stringing you along. They can't let you go. Winter. This is crazy. Still can't get over the 4s. So you guys definitely be watching for 4s. Yeah, I think you're free yourself, and you're going to be much happier. 4s, again, maturity, foundation. Let them miss you. Right? Give me some messages, please. Sagittarius spirit messages. So if you guys pick up on something that I'm missing, from all those 4s and from all the kings and knights, please put it in the comments. I love when you guys chime in and fill in some blanks of things that I didn't say that you picked up on meanings. Oh, butterflies, transformation. Graduation, winter. Keep seeing this. Something going on in the winter. There's an unseen transformation. There's something in this image right here. I can't really tell what it is. Okay, second time I've seen something with an Empress, mother, nurturing, timing on that one, but it didn't come out. And look at that cord, it just made me think umbilical cord. Cut the cord. Not from your baby, you know what I mean. Okay, nourishment. Take care of yourself. Lots of Empress energy, lots of creation energy, lots of mother energy, self-care. Let's get another card on some advice, because these pull everything together so well. Wow. In and out. That's it. They're in and out. They're indecisive. That's not good enough. But remember, for some of you, I do think there's a third party, and there's some karma that's got to play out. But this Phoenix rising, I still feel like that's you. I still feel like that's you rising above this, not sinking into this anymore. This person obviously is going to come back, but they're going to keep coming back incorrectly until you don't let them anymore. Nightingale spirit, love is all around. There's another 4. And there's another 4. And the 1 and the 3 make 4. That you see clearly now. Yeah, I don't think you need this. You're better off just self-love, self-care, putting your own crown on. Only the fours. I want to pull one more. Stay with me. These often pull it all together. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. And remember, we had all that nighttime, and owls can see at night. Maybe there's been some mystery about what's going on at night that you don't know. Huh? Deep knowing. Another 4. Jeez. That was a 4. Oh. Look, another owl. Okay, that's got to mean something. Strong nighttime energy. Nighttime is when people kind of, sneak around or they hide things. But there's a deep knowing here. Look at this. So keep your eye out for 4s. Keep your eye out for owls. And I'm going to read that. Deep knowing, because I started off with the High Priestess also for your energy. It's crazy. Crazy. I don't know what to think of that. All those 4s and all those kings and knights. I mean, I know what it's saying, but I feel like there's probably something else going on here with these numbers. 4, 3, deep knowing, 162. Maybe there's a deep knowing that there is love all around. You know that you can, still have love without this person. So intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, and hypersensitivity. Intuition is a faculty that allows you to enter into dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys. To access their inner guidance, know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. That's what we got. We got a lot of deception cards, remember? Somebody might be making false promises. I hope this person's not bad. Well, try to think of it as not bad, but try to think of it as bad behavior, and they're in a different place on their journey. But that kind of helps you deal with it maybe a little bit, but it doesn't. It also empowers you that you don't want to be with them on that place in their journey, Maybe they're just bad. The deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. So some of you are intuitive, maybe, very clairsentient. You're given information that makes no sense, just like I was. This didn't make sense, some of it, right? No sense whatsoever to the logical mind or 5 senses, but which is 100% true and correct. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. You're now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing, so tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. And you will receive answers from unusual sources. In the relationship part, it says, there are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that this person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Wow. This is like, this whole thing was just messages from Spirit trying to come through. That's probably what that 4 is trying to tell me, trying to tell us, an indication. That's crazy. I don't want to let you guys go, but I guess I will. I love you. Let me know in the comments. Also, check out the extended links. I don't do personals, but those are the next best thing, and they are a fraction of the price. Ideally, eventually, maybe you watch all of them, especially the Twin Flame series. If in the Twin Flame series can apply to a soulmate that you're in separation from, or that you are confused about or feel stuck, but it's just, they're so detailed because I'm able to tap in so well, and it's just a small group of people that watch them. So it's like, it's a very small amount of energy coming through, okay? All right. I hate to let you go. Bye. Love you. My camera's about to cut off. Bye, Sag.